second.
Gene, Oregon for the Prefontaine Classic. There are the records for the steeplechase as they get underway, ranging from 8:05 to 8:18. Our competitors in this event are Doug Heikkinen, Henry Marsh, Doug Brown, Graham Feld, Ken Martin, Ron Addison, Randy Jackson, and Kelly Jensen. In our second tier, we have Tom Hunt, Bruce Bickford, Dave Daniels, Craig Einspar, Jay Woods, Ivan Huff, and Bill McCullough. Quite a field in the steeplechase.
Thank you, Leandra. If you notice someone has broken out on the lead already, from Michigan, the name Dan Heikkinen might be familiar. This is brother Doug, who is in effect acting as the rabbit. In second place, from the New Balance Track Club, Bruce Bickford, a native of the state of Maine. And he has run 8:28 earlier this year. This is an outstanding field. They are setting a very fast early pace, Tom.
This is the cream of American steeplechases, Larry. We got Henry Marsh in this race, who has been injured most of the year and is making his first outdoor effort at the 3,000-meter steeplechase. You have Graham Fell, who's run under 8:20. Doug Brown, a three-time Olympian. It's just loaded.
To give our viewers an idea of how good 8 minutes and 20 seconds is, let me say one point here. This distance in time, because of the barriers, equals a full 2-mile run. So take that time of 8:20 that we just mentioned for Graham Fell and divide it by 2. This is the effect, really the effect of athletes taking an event like the 2-mile, dividing it in 2, and you've got yourself a 4:10 mile. Then these guys are running another 4:10 mile. These are great athletes. The distance people aren't really familiar with.
Look out, Mark.
But this is great performance that we're getting today. 63 seconds for the first lap. Very fast time considering the fact they have to go over the barriers. Doug Heikkinen taking everybody through.
It may be a little too fast, Larry. It's a case of where if he goes out and he doesn't keep contact with the rest of the field, he's not really performing his function. And to go out at 63 seconds, he may, in effect, just be...
The win when you're an Indian file, which is on that back stretch, I think will be minimized the way they are running right now.
Now, if you're looking for Henry Marsh, the American record holder, he'll be found in his usual place at the back of the pack. Later on in the race, he'll move up, if he is in shape, and put on a blistering kick.
That water jump they cleared is 12 feet from the top of the jump itself to the end of the water, and it gradually gets less deep the further out you get. I've actually seen some of the Africans in the Olympics try and totally clear that water and be successful at it. I think it's a great waste of energy, but they did it.
Heikkinen seems to be setting a fairly even pace now after that initial fast first lap. Following him, Bickford looks pretty good. Fell, and behind them is Kelly Jensen, who has the second fastest time in the world this year and is at 28 years old really coming into his own.
This event has 28 hurdles, 8/100ths of a second. There's an outside chance that could be in peril today. Only one other American other than Marsh has ever dipped under 8 minutes and 20 seconds. He is in the race today in the middle of the pack, and that's 3-time U.S. Olympian Doug Brown. That's Bickford, all alone forging the pace. A very disciplined runner, a 4:02 miler in his indoor track days.
At strength event, you really have to be able to go over those barriers when you're tired, when you're really wanting to quit.
Along those lines, I remember the fatigue setting in on the last lap of one race. I had a big lead. I fell in the water jump. I was so tired. I hit that barrier and stumbled at the finish, and it was a rather inglorious finish to the event. Einspar still in the lead.
And look who's moved into second place.
Mr. Henry Marsh, who lives in that great town of Bountiful, Utah.
Which is currently sliding away, unfortunately.
Graham Fell in second place. Listen to the crowd pick up. It's Einspar, Henry Marsh, Graham Fell. Bruce Bickford is in fourth place.
Less than a lap to go now, and Henry's starting to make his move.
He's known for his great kick. He's in position. He was injured. He hurt his calf in a competition in steeplechasing about 5 weeks ago. Here goes Henry. And it's really do or die time now. He's passed up 3 events in a row on successive weekends. Here comes the potential speed of Graham Fell that I mentioned.
And look at Henry do a little wedge action between them. Making his move. Henry Marsh used to live in Eugene, a big favorite here.
200 meters to go in the backstretch. 4 runners still in contention.
And Ken Martin moving up into second. Henry Marsh looking back. Graham Fell.
It's only 2 weeks, Tom, till the Nationals time, and qualifying for the World Championship. Marsh had to come here to see if he was recovered from his injury.
I think we have our answer.
We do. Look at that time in the upper right-hand corner. Outstanding time as Marsh files to the finish line. Look at that.
8:21.9, very close to the world leading.